Yes, friend, get in here. Ooh, yes. What's up, everybody? It is your girl PaigeMcClendon here, coming to you with another video. So as you guys can see from the title above, we are going to be doing a pick a card on how are people viewing your level up. How are they? How will they? Like, what's it given to them? Okay, we're looking from their perspective, or like from the outer lens, okay? And if you're like, but P, I just want to know, what is the level up? I want to know, what is my level up, what it looks like, where am I leveling up? If you want that pick a card, that is going to be on Patreon exclusively, okay? It's already up. So if you want them details, friend, you're gonna have to join Patreon. But yeah, so today we're gonna be looking at how is your level up affecting others? You know, what's it giving? What are they saying for some of the groups? You know, I customized it for each group. So yeah, how will it affect them? Who will it affect? So we do have 3 piles, friend. We do. And real quick, y'all, if you've been watching my shorts, you know I'm fasting, so y'all might hear my belly rumbling, okay? But I'm okay. I'm okay. So let me just show you each group. This is going to be pile 1. This is what she's giving. And I will do a top card reveal, so just sit tight. But this is pile 1. Top card that goes with pile 1 is the Dreamer. Okay, so that's pile 1. Y'all hear that wind just going crazy? And this is pile 2. This is pile 2. That's what she's giving. Top card is going to be the Animus. And then last but not least, we have pile 3. This is what she's giving. Okay, vibe with the energy. And this is the top card, which is Moon Cats. Why did that just come through? I'm off on an adventure. Oh, here we go. So yes, you guys, again, pile 1 is the Dreamer, pile 2 is the Animus, okay, and then pile 3 is the Moon Cat. Go ahead, pick intuitively. Oh, real quick, I'm sorry, I'm tripping, friend. Let me just show y'all collectively. Okay, I feel like those that are gonna resonate with this reading, okay, top of the deck energy is the Alchemist. You already know what the vibes is. Bottom of the deck is the Inventor. Somebody here is definitely an Aquarius, Scorpio. You could have a Mercury stellium, or you could just really resonate with those words, okay? But anyway, back to what we were talking about. So yes, you guys, go ahead, pick intuitively, and I will see you guys at your pile. Okay, what's up, everybody? AKA pile 1. Ooh, so even me just saying that, because that's how I come in during the intro. Now, I haven't done the intro yet, but yo. Ooh, real quick before we get into the messages, okay, do not forget, friends, if you want to know what your level up is going to be, or you're just like, you know, P, I need that reading of like my next level up. What is my level up? Like, you want those details? I have a reading that is only going to be posting on Patreon. It's already up. It's a Patreon exclusive, and this is the branch off. So if you need that, friend, you're gonna have to tap in with the Patreon. Now, with that being said, friend, okay, when it comes to how your level up is affecting people, or like what's it giving, what are people saying, or like what's the general vibe as far as others, girl, why do I keep getting this? I don't know if it's like the way the lighting is right now. There is a casting a shadow, okay? So that's giving me like the sun. That's also giving me that eclipse energy. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I don't want to laugh. Ooh, friend, let me get my celly. Let me get that selenite getting over. Let me tell you, friend, whoever I'm talking to, ooh wee. You see how it's taken me a minute to walk into it? That is the effect that I feel like it's going to have on people. I'm almost at a loss for words. It's very clear to me what I'm picking up on and what I'm feeling. Now the intensity of what I'm seeing here and what I'm feeling is going to be different for everybody. But for some of you guys, yeah, this is giving, hold up, I gotta get my oil. Friend. It's giving, I gotta get my oil because I was not expecting this to be so hefty. Ooh, friend, what happened? What happened here? I almost gotta breathe through it because there's definitely a vibe of you getting, oh, here goes them birds. If you go on Patreon, you're gonna know about the birds, okay? Ooh, you gotta tap in with the Patreon reading. You do. This group especially, because I just already know what group or groups you're gonna pick. I really do, and that is, yeah. So let me just get to it, friend. What the fuck happened? Oh, I didn't even realize that was right there. From what happened? What happened? I'm getting some negativity. And I'm not talking about with this more so. This is like redemption. Your glow up. What happened? Your level up. I think somebody talked shit about you. Like, let me just tell you what I'm picking up on. Everybody's situation is going to be different, but somebody here was definitely ostracized, okay? There could have been a lot of dirt, mud, nastiness. I just got some dirty diapers on there. Picture if somebody just took the nastiest dirty diaper that you ever had to change in your life and smeared it all over your face and your body. That's literally what I feel like these people who are popping up right now tried to do to you. So this could talk about smear campaigns. I also, where's my oil? Hold on, friend. Oh, here it is. I'm like, girl, I can't just be coming up on here ashy. But I know you see that graveyard right there. I know you see that graveyard. This could have been hefty, friend. I know you see them arrows, okay? So for some, this is heavy evil eye. This is smear campaigns, okay? Probably at its lowest degree. Others of you, this was some hefty ass shit, okay? There could have been somebody going to the graveyard, you know, trying to put some stuff in the dirt, you know. It could have been a thing. There could have been some heavy witchcraft here. I also feel like, even if you're like, P, I really don't want to get woo woo, I feel like this was a attempt to kill the spirit, okay? And what I mean by that, this is heavy. There's something here, whether it's through a smear campaign, whether it's through gossip, whether it's through, because I'm not gonna lie, for someone here, I don't think this is for everybody, but these two cards were the bottom and the top deck energy, but the Divine Mother was in reverse. So, oh my gosh, why is it so heavy? Some of you guys, there could have been some affliction that you face from a mother. Please do not take this on if you know it's not for you. And then we're going to get into the messages in just a second. But some of you guys were bullied by a mother. Some of you, this is the person that bullied you while you were carrying their child. I'm getting like some real heavy ass energy, friend. I'm trying not to go there, but it's giving like ABUSE to some extent. Whether it be physical, emotional, spiritual, like I'm getting that. Okay, and I'm not here to feed nobody's delusions, but I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, if you know this message is for you, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Okay, because the biggest thing that I got Your level up is shining the truth. Do you see this? And the shadows flee away. Do you see how that bird is standing up? There could have been some people saying that you were lying. Because this is giving me like a Pinocchio type of vibe. Something happened here. And you see the bottom of the deck, top of the deck energy. Believe nothing that you hear and only half of what you see. Your level up is shining the light on the truth. So I feel like, just so we can keep this in general, and I'll let your mind run wild depending on who you are, okay? You see that Nine of Cups there? That's giving me a wish fulfillment. That's giving somebody, even with this dreamer card, which we're going to get into. See, you're a dreamer. I feel like you could be someone who has big goals, big dreams, and maybe even if it's not nothing super grand scale, there's something here that I feel like you talked about, you wanted to dive into, you wanted to go after, and there was someone here at the lowest degree. I feel like this is like the the softest example I could give. Some of you guys, this was simply a mother who shattered your dreams at a young age, okay? Told you wasn't worth nothing, okay? Made you feel unworthy, made you feel like you could never achieve that, XYZ. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like, friend, you could have been laughed at, and I gotta really drive this point home, okay? You could have been laughed at, made fun of, because when I look at that dreamer energy, I really do feel like there could have been a lot of arrows thrown at you. There could have been a lot of words that were said, things that were professed to kind of pop your bubble, to make you feel like, no, you can never get that. Or why would you think that you're gonna, you know, get out the city? Why would you think that you're gonna be the first to move and I don't know, be famous? You know, I'm just naming shit. But it really does feel like your dreams, or what it is that you wanted for yourself, it could have been a degree. It could have been maybe to go to a specific school that was laughed at. And you know what just came to my mind, just so I could ground this message? What just came to my mind was, y'all ever seen The Frog Princess with Princess Tiana? Or Tiana? It's funny. Oh, yes, somebody here, you left home. And you might have left home with nothing in your pocket. I'm talking about you left home to chase a dream or to chase something with zero money. You probably was homeless at a point in time. Like, I'm picking up on some real rough energies here for somebody, okay? You could have been struggling in school. Like, maybe you were like, I want to be a doctor. I'm gonna go to this school, but I don't know. You could have been going to nursing school with no fucking money to eat. Because I keep seeing somebody go to school or go to some type of university, and you know how they have those like meal plans, or there's like a certain amount of money that they can use to maybe go to the chow hall or whatever it is that you call it and get food. It's like they barely got food. Like, y'all was barely making it. But I'm seeing somebody still become the doctor. They graduate. They get the home. They get married. Their business still flourishes, even through the negativity. This is giving me, oh my gosh. Y'all, this pile specifically, y'all need to go watch my, How Are You Being Vindicated? Yep. Because this is giving me that pile where I was like, and through all of that, you still got it. Your dreams were still, you know, you still succeeded. What you dreamt of came to pass. And it's like, when it happened, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know when I channel, I go places, okay? Going back to, ooh, y'all heard that? Yeah, y'all hear that wind? So going back to what I was saying about the Princess Tiana, Princess and the Frog reference. Do y'all remember when she was making those beignets and she was in the spot, and basically that one fat greasy chef back there, he was like, ha ha. He was basically laughing at her. Like, she had this vision to have her own, you know, what was it? Like her own restaurant. And she's been saving up. You know, people were laughing at her because, like, she never wanted to go out. You know, they was talking about her because she was very, very stuck on making this vision come to pass. Especially because her father, which I think that came up. It did right here in the channel messages. Okay, real quick, let me get this out. Okay, y'all just gonna have to bear with me, because yeah, y'all hear that wind? That's what I'm saying. They're like, get this out the way. I am. Somebody here could have an M last name. Okay, it was coming through as an Italian last name, but also Dublin came through, Dubai. Someone could have a father whose name is Nick. Dad could be Italian, black hair. You could have also had a father or a grandfather who, or this father that I'm picking up on, they like to collect medieval horses. That came through, something about medieval time, medieval horses, or they could have had medieval like tattoos. They also could have liked to collect trains. I kept seeing like those toy trains, or I don't know about y'all, but like my grandma during Christmas, she would have like the whole layout. There'd be like a train going through like the fake snow. So there could be something like that here. Also a motorcycle is present. And then I also wrote may have passed. Yeah, that's right there. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, so he was laughing at her like, ha ha ha, you ain't gonna get that restaurant, da da da, blah blah blah. I mean, like really dogged her. And later in the movie, well, not, it really wasn't later in the movie, it was literally like maybe 3 minutes after he said that, one of her friends, I don't know, you'd have to watch it, but one of her friends, she basically wanted the beignets. Basically something miraculous happened and she was like, I'll order all your beignets, and she gave her all this money and she's like, Tiana, will this cover it? And it happened right in front of that motherfucker. And it was so funny because I think, and there go that bird again, it was so funny because literally like the egg that he was flipping or whatever he was flipping, it slid off his spatula and he was just mouth agape. He just couldn't believe. He was like, what the fuck? Like basically in his mind thinking, I just told this motherfucker that she'll never have that. What did he say? You have just as much chance as getting your own restaurant as I do of winning the Kentucky Derby. Just laughing at her. And instantly, instant turnaround. That's what this feels like. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I might have to link it so you can really feel that episode. Or it's really not an episode. I don't know why I keep saying that. To feel that part of the movie, because that's what your level up is giving. I'm giving you guys standing tall. Some of you guys, there could even be a little, this could be personal. I don't want to say you're angry, but there is a vibe here of standing tall. And who is coming through right now? Would it be Oya? Somebody here might resonate with that. There's a lot here coming through with like the wind. Y'all hear that? Native American. I'm also thinking about this specific bird. Yeah. Y'all could be air signs. Somebody here could be an air sign, or you could just be very connected to the air element. If you guys want to connect with your spiritual team, I do feel like there's a message here of nature. Stepping outside and seeing what comes to you. Maybe even meditating outside. Woo! It's coming through, friend. For real. That's crazy. Hold on, let me close this window a little bit. They speak it, friend. They speak it. Just a little bit. We'll open it in just a second. But woo! The wind. And now I'm thinking about that one song. I'd be like, something in the wind, Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh my gosh. Until the day breaks and the shadows flee away. Oh, this is giving that RTS, that return to sender. This is giving that. But it's like your level up is the return to sender, because what it feels like is there could have been a declaration or talk about how you wasn't going to be shit. You wasn't going to be able to accomplish that. Someone could have really set out. Now, for some of y'all, this really is what it is. Someone set out to literally take you the fuck down. And it's like you got past it anyway, and your level up shows that. So let's say you have a business and you did go through some type of smear campaign with your business. This level up, a part of it, which I don't want to get into too many of the details because you need to go on Patreon, okay? But it's like, if you're flourishing in your business and you still have this level of independence, I don't know why that's coming through. There's something here about I was still able to do it without them. Somebody didn't think that she was going to be able to do it. Somebody didn't think that it was going to be successful. It's still successful. And I feel like there's a ripple effect here, because those, let's say if this was a smear campaign and there was motherfuckers that came in, you know, the flying monkeys, the whole shebang, y'all know what I'm talking about. And look at that. That almost looked like file, edit, layer, image. That gave me Control Alt Delete vibes. So there could have been some type of email you were on. Like this could have been some corporate drama, like maybe at work, and maybe there were some people that joined in on the slander. But it's like this level up, this position that you're put in, whatever that looks like for you, because we're not going to go into the details to ruin the Patreon reading. Okay, whatever that is, button that lip. It got people saying, oh my gosh, I thought they said that she was doing this, but I thought they said that she was X, Y, and Z, but I thought, it's like your reputation, whatever this is that I'm picking up on, it's like the level up, the glow up, the accolades, the blessings, whatever is happening around you, it shuts down the rumors, the gossip. It makes people feel real stupid, real dumb. And if there was a ringleader in this gossip, you have these flying monkeys going and they're like questioning that person. So it almost feels like you're going to be looked at as, and this is for my people who are moving in an upright way. I'm not talking about motherfuckers that's out here doing shady shit. I'm not talking to you, because you just never know who's watching. But I feel like it's like those arrows that were sent to you, I'm almost seeing them like ricochet back. And now people have questions to the person that started the rumor, where it's like, I thought you said this. And now it's like they're tapping into their dirt. Oh my gosh, I'm like literally seeing it, but it's hard for me to explain. And I don't know if y'all watched my short, but I am fasting. And I'm in the middle of it, friend. So my words, I could be stuttering just a little bit, but it's my fast, all right? Oh my gosh, and the shadows flee away. It's like you're the sun. You're shining a light. It's like that's the truth. So I'm not gonna lie, not to say that you care, because I do see a boundary here of love, okay, a boundary. There could even be quite a few people that you know were a part of the chaos that become fans that want to be around you. And I feel like you knew that, because I feel like you always knew that your name was clear. You always knew that you were telling the truth, friend. You always knew that you were telling the truth. And you always, I feel like, you know, it might have got a little weary, okay? But you always knew. You're like, it's all right. It's all right. Because they gonna see that I was telling the truth, or they gonna see that they were silly for following that narrative. They're gonna see, and I'm gonna be vindicated. And that's what this is giving. That's what your level up is giving. That's the effect that it has on people. Okay, I did not expect that to go there. Hold on, friend. Whew. Anyways, so before I actually get into these tarot cards, let me read this dreamer card for you and just see what comes to you. So the dreamer card, I specifically asked, how are people going to feel about your level up? So the attribute is, the dreamer brings renewed hope. So people are going to be noticing that you have a renewed sense of self, renewed hope, your dreams. That might also be another thing. Okay, your dreams are going to be very clear. Pay attention to your dreams, all right? The dreamer brings renewed hope, and the dreams he weaves will act as a source of regeneration. Regeneration. That word is really sticking out to me. Pay attention if you hear that word in the next couple of days, weeks or so, okay? He helps you translate your abstract thoughts from image to language and back again. Someone here is a designer of clothes. Maybe people used to laugh at, there's something here people used to laugh at. Maybe they thought it was weird, it was awkward, but it's like, no, it's actually gaining traction. People actually like it. Your designs, people actually fuck with them. People gonna realize they chose the wrong side. But you don't care. Anyway, he reminds you that life has alternating phases, and let the sun and the moon take turns in lighting the way. By day you strive with practical purpose, but at night you live through the lens of an intuitive kaleidoscope. So you guys are people, y'all have been through the ups and the downs of life, and I feel like that was your training. This is literally giving me that one pile on Patreon. I'm not gonna ruin it. So the persona, it says, unlike the somnambulist, sleep of the dead, I don't know what that is, the dreamer is fully awake and brimming with vitality. So that's what people are going to be noticing about you, that you're fully awake and brimming with vitality. They're going to notice that you also see through the bullshit. There are definitely going to be some people coming around you as if you didn't know that they were a part of the snakery. There's also like a fear here regarding your level up. There's like a fear here. That's what I'm saying. People really tried to bury you, bro. I keep getting this. Could you imagine trying to take somebody out, whether that be figuratively or literally, and they still living? Or you know what that reminds me of? I know we're getting kind of dark, but this reminds me of this one crime investigative show. I not talking to, I was watching, what's it called, y'all? It's called like the Eeyore crew. The Ewu crew. I think it's called that because I can literally hear the voice. But I think in the investigation room, whoever the guy had, Tortured, hopefully I spelled that right, he just knew in his mind that she was gone and that she was never going to be able to, you know, testify against him or share her side of it. And like during the investigation while he's over there, I think he was trying to lie and say he didn't touch this person XYZ. They ended up letting him know, well, you know, she's alive, and you know, and he's like, wait, she's alive. But I don't think it had been found out that he, or I don't think they knew, but I don't think he knew that they knew that he did what he did. But it was just a simple fact when they said that, he's like, she's alive. And now you got to play it off like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that she's alive. Meanwhile, you're the person that did it. It was just a whole thing. So there's something like that here. Oh. And I'm just seeing this bird like, oh yeah, it's go time. This is scary. When I look at this, something about this is scary for your enemies. So that's, your level up is very scary for your enemies, okay? So anyway, it says each day he gathers information and each night he passes on his discoveries to the collective conscious. In return for his efforts, he is fed with fresh insight. His energy is renewed, his rested muscles are rejuvenated, and his tired brain is resharpened. Oh, someone here was going on some type of spiritual retreat. Somebody could have even been fasting, I ain't gonna lie, friend. He is imagination, vision, and inspiration. Like Hermes and Thoth, his thirst for knowledge is unquenchable. So somebody here is going to be getting a degree, or there's something here regarding like a teaching position or something like that. Girl, peace, stop. I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself. I keep going into the stuff that I know is already on Patreon. But anyway, the dreamer lets loose his flights of fancy, watching as they are the heavens far above the satanic mills that imprison his days. He shouts to the heavens, bring me my bow of burning gold. Bring me my arrows of desire. Bring me my spear, O clouds unfold. Bring me my chariot of fire. That's giving me someone rising up from the ashes, and people are like, wait a minute, they're not supposed to rise up. It almost reminds me of a daddy long leg. You know how they say when you pull off their leg, they grow another one? Oh my gosh. But they didn't think he was going to grow back, friend. That's scary. So this is kind of spooky. So let's see. How are people, so in general, how are people going to be, like what effect is Pile 1's level up going to have on people? Ace of Pentacles. What effect? So something about your level up. So that's another thing. If you guys are in a position where this level up ends up bringing you money or opportunities, there's something here about those money, the extra money and the extra opportunities is going to be able to bless other people. So some of you guys could have a nonprofit, I don't know, but there's something here about like, you do look like a meal ticket, but it doesn't feel super negative. It just feels like, I don't know, you could have an organization or something where it's like, people know when you get this, they also get it too. So there's something here about a trickle effect. But anyway, be careful of leeches, Pile 1. So anyway, how is your glow up going to be affecting others? So it's going to be very inspirational with this Page of Wands. People are definitely going to be talking about it. That's another thing. There's something big about Facebook specifically, okay? Ace of Pentacles. If your family, okay, because not all of you guys are beefing with your family, but if you know that you have been beefing with your family, who is this Queen of Swords? I don't know, somebody in your family, they're gonna hear about it. People are gonna be speaking on your behalf. So there's something here. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing it, friend. Somebody here, there's something about a business, a billboard, or like a business card, because I'm seeing it be shown to this, whoever this, I'm not gonna say whether they're a woman or a man, even though they're coming up in a woman-like energy, or distorted feminine energy, but they're going to be shown that. So maybe your face, like maybe there's an advertisement for those of you that have businesses. It's like it's going to be advertised and people are going to be talking about it, and then there's word of mouth and it's going to travel. I don't know. Let me just tell you something. Whoever tried you or would like fall in that category of the enemies, they're going to be hearing about it, friend. There's something here about the news. There's advertisement here, and of course I know not everybody is they have like a public persona XYZ, but that is for somebody here, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, how is your glow up going to be affecting others? It's gonna make people want to get the fuck up. You see, look at this, look at that Tower card, the King of Pentacles, and the Hermit card. Woo, that just gave me come out of hiding. So there could be an earth sign specifically that is very caught off guard by your glow up, your level up, whatever is happening. This also doesn't feel super bad. So there's something here that you could gain the attention of somebody. Maybe, I'm telling you, business opportunities, my business people, it's looking real bright for y'all. It's looking real bright for investments, somebody wanting to invest in you, partnerships in business, okay, elevation, promotion. I'm trying not to give too much. But again, that 10 of Cups, it goes back to that 9 of Cups. The dreams are still happening. What people said that you weren't going to be able to do, what they laughed at, it's happening. And it's making people have to shut up. But also in general, outside of the negativity that we just, harped on, you are an inspiration. I really do feel like that. So you're going to be inspiring quite a bit of people. It's very unexpected. I do feel like a lot of people didn't think, I don't want to say that they didn't think you had it in you, but whatever this is regarding your level up, it just feels like it's shocking. It wasn't expected. Okay, maybe somebody went on a hiatus, okay, and you pop back out and it's like, whoa. But you see that Hermit card, it's going to put people in deep reflection. Now, this doesn't have to be a bad thing. Let's say if these are strangers that are watching you, or they come by your business, they're like, wow, I'm so inspired. Like, you know what? If Pile One could do that, like, I need to get my ish together. Maybe they start asking you how you did it. Maybe someone here writes a book, or they have a program that they start, wink, wink, hint, hint. Okay, they give a class. All right, I see people taking that class. I see people wanting to learn from you. I see people wanting to follow your footsteps because they're seeing, whoa, it can be done. So there's a lot of inspiration here. People are looking up to you. You got people rethinking their life. So if anybody is sitting back being a bum, they're going to be really having a moment of reflection of, damn, I really need to get my shit together. That's what your level up is doing for people. It's making people want to go on a similar journey, which I feel like for you, there was a lot of reflecting, having to own it, having to hold yourself accountable, shadow work, okay? Maybe even letting a lot of people go, cutting a lot out so that you could really find your path and be around the right people. I feel like y'all had to sacrifice a lot, and there's going to be a lot of motivation here for other people to also do the same, okay? Or you're like drawing them into that same type of energy. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna leave that there so that I don't overdo myself. Well, actually, let me see. Let me see. How are people gonna view your glow up? Ooh. I tried to roll it, but the 9th house, that's giving me the teacher. The guru, the wise one. That's who we need to be listening to. I can't believe we was over there listening to Gerald and them. Meanwhile, they got the whole recipe. And what are y'all doing with your life? I'm telling you, the fakes are they're gonna be found out. And I really do feel like with that 4th house that just landed there crazily, I don't know, friend. This could be, family. I don't know. I don't know who did it. But they're gonna have a front row seat at this big ass table that's about to be spread with all this goodness, okay? This cornucopia energy. So yes, pile 1, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. Okay, pile 2. This is your card. It says the anima and the animus. Anytime I look at this, okay, this gives me Gemini energy. I think of the lovers. Let me just tell y'all off rip, girl or boy, your glow up, your level up, however you want to look at it. Also Aquarius and Leo is coming through when I look at that, but there was a heavy emphasis on lovers, okay? Like there was like in the channel messages, like the past, the present, or even the new ones that are to come. There's like I'm seeing, like, picture you're walking and there are like all these people not looking at you. There go that bird, okay? Picture you're walking and there goes these people, right? And nobody's looking at you, but it's like I'm seeing your level up, and I'm just seeing everybody in the world, like picture everybody in the world, they all just turned their head in your direction. But it's like all the people that would fall in the category of romantic interest, okay? Like we're gonna get into some other stuff as well, because of course, you know, there's more than romantic interests that are gonna see your level up, you know, duh. But I feel like that is who is going to be affected, whether it's the exes, the current partner. It just gave boom. New people looking in, like you're looking like a snack. You're looking like you could be the one. So your level up could definitely have to, it could have to do with your physical appearance, or that's a part of it. Like there's definitely something here about you being very attractive. So let me see. Give me a little bit more. Allow me to be able to know. First house, friend. I almost want you to see it. You just got to trust me. First house. I told you. That is an overall glow up. That's how you look, friend. That's what people are seeing. I just have to shake them today's. Okay, it's giving when Saucy Santana does this little shake. And when I think of Saucy Santana, regardless of, I don't know his personal life, but just when I'm bringing him up right now, I love watching Saucy Santana. Like when I see him on a show, I feel like he's about to bring good energy. There's like an attractiveness to him. I'm not even talking about like a physical attractiveness. I'm just talking about like his aura, his energy. Like he makes it, you know, like he makes it. Like even on Zeus, on Baddies, I'd be like, where's Saucy? Like he almost takes the energy. Like we're supposed to be here watching Baddies. Maybe even Natalie's supposed to have this energy, but it's like, no. Like, so something about y'all take the energy. Like you are main character vibes. Like I'm not gonna lie, friend. Now with that could come some jealousy. You know, I hate to be negative, but I'm just trying to give you a warning, okay? I just feel like there's gonna be a lot of attention on you, and you during this level up season, or just during this specific level up, you could end up taking the attention in places where it's really not even supposed to be about you. It's not supposed to be about you, friend. But there you are, taking the attention. And I do see a feminine here that could feel some type of way about that. But anyway, there is I put the letter R in a Gemini. So if you know, and this is just specifically what came out in the channel messages, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. I feel like they would fall in the category of a lover. So if you know a past, present, new lover, I don't know if they come around, friend, just remember I said it. Gemini and the letter R, okay, came through. Oh man. Okay, so first of all, where do I want to start? Okay. No, where do I want to start? Where do I want to start? I think I'll start with this. Okay, so you're just real attractive, friend. I almost want to go into like who's crushing on you, who's this, but it's like I'm getting a real like Valentine's-y, like Cupid's arrow. Like that's what your level up is doing. It's like Cupid's arrow. Somebody here, you could definitely be an Aries, because I did just see my dad's birthday. You could be an Aries, or there could be something here about Aries season. Yeah, in the first house. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Your name could start with an S. You could really like glitter. Or that's what your level up gives, glitter. And you know, when I think of like someone shooting glitter in the air, it's like you have to look. And you have to be like, oh, it's beautiful. Even if you're like, you hate glitter. When you look at it, it just has a glimmer to it. It's just like, you know. And I think of that movie with Will Smith when he's the pigeon. Somebody's gonna know what I'm talking about. It's like a little cartoon, and I think of the little boy who basically would, instead of like attacking someone and harming them, he would use glitter or different approaches to evade and get away from the enemy. That could be significant. Someone here could be a private investigator, or you could do something in that arena. Law. But really, that was really supposed to be pile 3's energy. But let me see. Okay. There could be a little bit of an intimidation with the lovers, but I don't know. People want to come to you. They want to talk to you. I'm just getting a real cute energy. Okay, yeah, look. She who aches. Perpetua, sadness, solitude, silent withdrawal. Now, why I think that's coming up, friend. Depending on, because like I said, past, present, future. There are some people that are going to be looking at you, and it's like I keep seeing that head turn. It's like, whoa. But maybe, I don't know, are you with somebody? Are you already taken? Are you already are your eyes somewhere else? I'm getting, and it could even be not just in love, it could also be maybe there's a job that you were trying to get. You're like, hey, you know, I've been trying to work here for so long, and you know, maybe they didn't pick you up. I keep getting that, like they didn't pick you up, they didn't notice you. So and AQ came through this pile so much. I'm not saying that she's gonna pick this pile, but you could be an Aquarius. She's an Aquarius. But it's just so crazy. Yeah, and the word alchemy is coming through. So you could have changed your style, or maybe you've just bloomed. But even going back to that example, maybe there was something here about picked up. Maybe even in sports, because doesn't that happen in sports too, where it's like, oh, you could have been picked up. I'm seeing that you weren't picked up. But now when this level up happens, everybody looks. And you were picked up by somebody here. Somebody picked you up. For those of you, that could be, like I said, you're in a relationship, you're married. This could even be regarding a job. You got picked up by a different law firm or whatever the fuck, right? So that old business that you were trying to get their attention, they're like, fuck, why didn't we ever have our eye on pile 2? What happened there? You know, there's a lot of going back, like, what happened there? Why didn't I give pile 2 a chance? Or like, ain't that pile 2? Didn't I go to school with them? Why didn't I ever talk to them? Did they always look like this? That's what it's giving, friend. There's like a perplexing, and I feel like that sadness, especially if we're talking about exes, not that you probably want to hear about them, but it is what the fuck it is, friend. Okay, especially with these exes, you know, there's a sadness here. I feel like your level up could be bringing reflection and a bit of sadness to those who didn't give you a chance, or didn't find you to be worthy of their time, or even at the lowest scale where it's not super, and I just seen 0808, that gives me Kali Ma every time I see it, but could be a life path 8 too. But even if it's not super intense, which I feel like for some of you guys it is, it's coming from like an ex where it's like, damn, I really fucked that up. On the lowest scale, it could even be someone who probably didn't even, maybe they genuinely didn't pay attention to you in school, but they're finding out that, I don't know, maybe your name, like maybe you have a business that is going viral, or there's something here in the public eye for somebody, and this person's looking and they don't know who you are, right? But maybe, it just stay with me. I'm not saying that this is really happening, but just stay with me. It helps me to be able to ground the message. I keep seeing this news. Why do I keep getting this broadcasting, or someone speaking on TV and they're being like interviewed, and they're like, oh, well, where did you go to school? And they're like, oh, I went to Harvard University. And then this person's like, wait a minute, I went to Harvard. And they're like, yeah, I went to Harvard in 17, whatever the fuck, right? And they're noticing like, wait a minute. That was around the time when I was there. Why am I just now seeing this person? So then there's also that sadness there where it's like, fuck. Even though, like, you know, can they really blame themselves if they didn't see you? You know, no. But it's like, damn. Like, because I keep seeing somebody try to look you up, but it's like you're already taken, or you're already occupied, or it's just been too much time. It just depends on who we're talking about. Are we talking about an ex? Are we talking about a secret admirer? Are we talking about a new person? I do feel like if you are in a relationship, there are people that maybe find your Instagram or find your social media, or they see you out and maybe they get the balls to come up to you, or maybe they start talking about you to other coworkers, and they're like, oh, well, you know they're married, right? Or, you know, she's talking to Jacob over there, and it's like, fuck. Like, I keep getting that energy, like, fuck. Or, you know, he's dating that girl already. You know, he's already, you know, he just had a baby. And it's like, damn. Like, I keep getting that. What is that about? Okay, so who is this ex person that I'm picking up on specifically? Okay, there could be a Scorpio. We have Taurus energy. Didn't I bring up a Taurus? Oh, no, that's for pile 3. I don't know why pile 3's energy is coming in here, but anyway. So there could be a Scorpio that you used to live with. Okay, let me see. Oh my gosh, do you see that? Second house again, and look at that, Taurus. So what's up with that Taurus Scorpio axis? What's that about? The only reason I said Taurus the first time was because the second house came up. So there's something about that second house, okay? And when I think of the second house, you know, I also think of self-worth. So there's something here, your level up is really making people have to open their eyes to who you are and just how worthy you are. And depending on who they are, 11:11 on the clock, and what the history is, if there's any, is going to determine how this sadness is felt. Yeah, it's like, go sit with that. Yeah, you go sit with that. You go sit with that. And you know I'm about to really like, oh, look at this. Okay, we also have she who is wild. Yeah, your name could definitely start with, a P or an S. That definitely keeps coming through. Untamed, wild, mysterious. She who is, oh, I thought I said wilt. Wild. And we even thinking that was wilt. Maybe, I don't know, friend. We talk about this a lot on the channel. You could have been someone, I don't know, maybe you did live a little wildly, okay? And, or, I don't know, maybe whatever your lifestyle was before, and you see how I didn't do this with pile one, but I felt like I had to zoom out. Maybe people didn't zoom out with you. They judged you off of one thing and they never zoomed out. They never wanted to get to know the outside reasons, or they never really wanted to get to know you. I don't know, maybe you were wild. Maybe you were a little untamed, but it's like, did that mean that they were a hoe? I don't know, there's something here. I feel like there could have been some judgment towards you where it's like that really didn't warrant that type of judgment. Or maybe people just thought that you weren't. Oh, now I'm thinking about this one girl I used to go to school with. I called her my daughter. Oh, her name was Marissa. Shout out to Marissa. But I remember back in high school, just because of how she was, I don't think anybody would have ever expected, except for me, but I don't think anybody would have ever expected that she was gonna be a nurse. Okay? Confirmation. And doing good for herself because of either the drama or the type of family that she came from. I think she even outdid a couple of her family members. And I don't think it was ever on anybody's radar that that's who she was going to become. And now I'm thinking about this one girl who I went to basic training with. Shout out to you, King, okay? And this was another girl that the way they treated her, I mean, she was a little bit rough around the edges, but so what, okay? I feel like even with her, they were a little hard on her and they probably thought that she was going to quit, or that she wasn't going to make it, or that she was going to be like that college dropout energy. Or even if you were a college dropout, friend, I bet you probably still made something of yourself. Some of y'all still got more money coming in than those that went to college. Let's talk about it. But I just seen the other day on Facebook where she posted, there was some type of achievement. I don't know if she just became staff sergeant or there was something there. But I'm almost positive that there were some people in basic training that never even thought that she was even probably going to get past basic training, okay? Or that she was even going to move how she moved in her career, or gain some type of discipline, or be able to have structure. But she did, okay? That's what your energy is giving. However you want to flip it, rub it down. It's giving. It's giving, but that lip. It's giving. You doubted me. I'ma be the biggest thing you ever seen. That's Cash Page. K-A-A-S-H Page. You know how to spell it, friend. Anyway, how are people viewing your level up? They want me to fall off so bad. Let me see what the lyrics was. They put me onto that song, and I love me some Cash Page, but I never knew about that song. You doubted me. I'm gonna be the biggest thing they ever seen. They want me to fall off so bad. Da, 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 da. Hold up. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to really sing, but you know, hold on. They doubted me. I'm gonna be the biggest thing they ever seen. See my name in flashing lights and cover magazines. Do it for the real ones, and I do this for my team. They want me to fall off so bad. Look at this. I don't know what drugs you had. Damn, friend. So maybe even you're gonna see in real time certain shit play out where it's gonna have you cackling the way I'm cackling. Certain people gonna be in your DMs and you gonna be screenshotting it, sending it to your friends. Day Brianna, are you in the chat, friend? And it's like, you send it to your friend like, girl, why is he in my DMs? Well, man, bro, look at this chick in my DMs. Remember that girl? Ain't that the girl that used to try to play you out back in the day? Yes. Oh, it's giving. Oh, wow. We love that. Anyway, so let's keep going. How are people going to be viewing Pio 2's level up? 7 of Pentacles. Long time coming. You worked hard for this. Okay, some of you chose a path that was very unique. I think I kind of talked about this in pile 1. I mean, I'm not surprised. You know how we all be connected and shit. There's definitely going to be some bleed over. But look at this. We got the 7 of Pentacles. And when I look at that, those stripes, some of you guys left an organization. I don't know why. That just made me think of the Freemasons. Please, we don't want to go there. But anyway, no offense if you're a Freemason, but we just don't want to go there right now. I don't. At least. So anyway, with this black and white, maybe you chose to not go down the black and white path, or maybe you did. Maybe your parents wanted you to do something, you did it for a while, and then you branched off with this star card. Yeah. Somebody here, you definitely could low-key be famous. You never know who's watching your shit. I'm gonna claim it, girl. I'm trying to expand this channel, so okay. Ace of Wands and the Page of Cups, the star card. Some of you guys took a chance on yourself. Whatever it was, whether it was fame, whether it was a YouTube channel, I don't know. For some of you guys, because I just thought of you again, Brianna, maybe you chose to go to the military. None of your family went to the military, but you were the one that branched off and went to the military. Maybe all of your family didn't really do much with their life, but you decided to, I don't know, go be a substitute teacher. Whatever this is, everybody's situation is going to be different, but it feels like something that is away from tradition as far as what most people have done in your hometown or what people have done in your family. And it feels like when you branched off, it was due to like a passionate draw. Like, no, like I understand people are saying not to do it. There's all this, you know, naysayers, but I don't know. I just really feel like I'm meant to go in this direction. And some of you guys went in a direction where people don't really get paid that much. And you know, that's a known thing. You know, maybe people told you not to do that because people don't get paid that much. Maybe this is like a starving artist type of energy. Like I'm also getting that as well, like a creative type of vibe. But that's the funny thing about it, because with the level up, it's like it's working to some capacity. It's working. It's already in the level up. It's working, and people are seeing, oh shit. And you get to sing that song, They Doubted Me. I'm gonna be the biggest thing you ever seen. Ooh, come on, friend. Give me a high five. Yes, we love that. We love that. I also see a child here. We don't gotta talk about it, friend. That's another thing. Somebody here done left a whole dynamic. Oh my gosh. Okay, somebody here, you had an ex where y'all could have tried multiple times to have kids and it just never happened, and they're gonna have to watch you. I don't know, it's like this person, whoever this is, if they're already in your life or if they will be in your life, it's like it's not gonna be hard for y'all to get pregnant. I'm not a doctor, but I'm seeing that. I'm seeing new life here, and that is gonna be a part of what really like fucks with them. And me thinking about that, because who's to say that that's their fault, that, you know, whatever, right? But this reminds me just in general, if we want to bring a general message in. For me, and I know it's a true thing, when you cut off certain people from your life and life starts to progress, especially at a quicker rate or just progress period, that should be a clear, look at them 2 birds. That should be a clear indicator that they was not supposed to be there and that they was blocking some shit. Look at these 2 birds. Oh my gosh, they almost look like eagles, but I know they're not eagles. And I almost don't want to say what type of birds they are, because then y'all gonna know where I'm at. Maybe. I don't know. Actually, no, you won't. Because I think there's a couple places these are. And that's another thing. Maybe some of you guys... Oh my gosh, Fred. Somebody here is going to be able to disappear. But it's not in a bad way. It's like you're going to be able to up and move or up and go. And maybe that was another thing. I don't know, Fred. But it feels like it's making people a little sad. It's like, wait. I didn't know they were going to do that. Or I didn't know that that was going to happen. Or, damn, maybe we could have had a certain life if I would have just stuck in. And it's like... You gotta be quicker than that. You gotta be quicker than that. Okay, so let me keep going. Oh my gosh, and this happened. This is the same shit that happened when I was shuffling. When I went to go shuffle y'all cards, the whole deck just fell. Like, it just fell. And it's funny because I had already seen this card, but I don't know, it ended up coming out anyway. But this deck just also did that shit that I'm about to use. What's that about? Also, I don't know if I told y'all, I'm fasting, so I might be stuttering a little bit. It's just, you know, I'm trying to maintain. I'm trying to maintain, friend. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but don't forget, if you're like, P, but I want to know, what is the level up? I need to know the specifics. I can't even say it. I need to know the specifics of the level up. All right. You're going to have to go on Patreon, friend, because on Patreon, I have an exclusive pick a card that is the details of the level up. It's your next level up, your level up, you know, basically like what's it giving. That's where you'll get that. This is just about how it's affecting people, okay? So let's see. How is your level up affecting people? Give me a little bit more. Ooh. Enough is a feast. And look at that, Eureka! Just a little too late. Top of the deck, bottom of the deck is maybe next time in reverse. I told you, that's exactly what I was trying to let y'all know. That Eureka and the excitement that I'm getting right now is crazy. I feel like that's how it's gonna be. There is gonna be a little bit of an ego boost here, but with this Eureka, I feel like, again, that gave me everybody's head turning. They see you, it's like Eureka. So they come to you, but then it's like, fuck. Enough is a feast. She already has enough on her plate. Maybe she or he already has a partner. She or he is already doing well without you. She or he has moved to another country, moved to another state. They have too much going on. Too much time has passed. So then it's like, maybe next time. Maybe in a different life. That's what it gives me. It just gives me that. I will say though, whatever your glow up is going to be, go get the details on Patreon. It's definitely looking very abundant. Very fruitful, okay? Very, maybe even luxury, because it doesn't say enough is a meal. It says a feast, friend. A feast. A feast. And that just made me think of Red Lobster. The seafood feast. So there's options here. So you got options. Damn, this is definitely giving a major glow up in the first house. Woo! We love to see it. We love to see it. And then you have this at the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Wands. So that's a lot of attraction. And the Ten of Pentacles, I do feel like quite a few people are going to want to lock you down. But something feels like you're already taken, or just where you're at. Maybe some of you guys aren't taken, but you're already, it's like you have so much happening in your life that you're very stable in that. You're not really looking for love, but maybe love is looking for you. That might be for some, but for others of you, it already feels like you're taken, or the person that is going to take your attention, whether you've met them yet or not, they're going to be blocking these people off, and it's going to be like, damn. I keep getting that. It's like, damn. Yeah. So, yes, round 2. That was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. Okay, pile 3. Ooh. Okay. You guys could have been drawn to a different pile as well. You could also be a Cancer, but I don't even know what this is. I feel like it's a test, but I don't know. There's something here about LSAT. LSAT, what's that about? What is that, friend? I don't know. But anyway, the letter L, from a secret admirer with the name L, whether it be first, middle, initial. And I feel like while this is coming through, your level up is going to really catch that person's attention. Or just in general, I did write a secret admirer, again, with the name or some letter in their name that starts with L, first, middle, initial, or they could be a Taurus, and you could be a single mom, or this person could be a single mom, okay, depending on, you know, what gender you're into. Oh yes, friend. Some of you guys have a cat that looks like that, or you could be getting a cat. Oh my gosh, you know who I just thought of? You might watch her channel. I just thought Alexia the Leo. Okay, I don't know why I'm about to say this, friend, and I'm almost like don't want to say it. I'm not a doctor. I am not a doctor, but this level up, for those of you that have been again, I'm not a doctor, and this is for entertainment purposes only, all right? But for those of you who have been doing a lot to like get your health together, whether it's with how you eat, working out, or something specifically, there's something here about like good blood work, Okay, there's something here because I just got blood work. Blood purifier, blood work, good blood. That just came through, but it's not coming through in a creepy way. So anyway, girl, anyway. So you guys have the moon cats. Okay, Mr. or Miss Intuitive. All right. Y'all definitely gonna want to tap in with Patreon real quick. If you didn't hear me in the intro. So this is gonna be more of a like, how is your level up affecting people? Like, what are they thinking about your level up? XYZ. But if you're wanting to know what the level up is or the specifics, 222 on the clock, you're going to want to go tap in with Patreon. Okay, because that video is on Patreon and it's only going to be on Patreon. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, y'all might have definitely been drawn to a different pile. I'm not even gonna go into that. If you're drawn, listen, if you were drawn to a different pile, I need you to go watch that. All right, because we don't want to be repeating messages. But let's go to the moon cat. Definitely seeing some haters. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So the moon cat's driven by curiosity and intuition. If you align yourself to her, you will learn to grow your innate perception. Invite her into your company, and if the mood takes her, she will show you alternate byways. Some of you guys are into alternative type medicine, and there might be like a good positive result from that. Again, I'm not a doctor. I really don't like talking about health and shit, but it's coming through a lot in this pile, okay? Follow her padded footsteps and mimic her dancing amber eyes to understand what it is to be free. Her ways are enigmatic and unpredictable, yet far from irrational. So some people could be, or your level up, it's going to be very unpredictable. Like, which means to me, you're going to be doing a lot of new things. So there's something here about new activities. There's new outlooks. Like, people are going to have new perspectives about you. It's like an unpredictable, like, what are they going to do next? Okay. And you're going to be an enigma. Okay, friend. Very mysterious, very siren-like. So the persona, it says, lithe and low, the cat slips soft-footedly down the old moon's ribbon-pale path. Her pupils expand, widening as the landscape's luminosity grows under a rising gold crescent. Her cousin Phoebe, that could be significant, has gifted the cat the freedom to wander wild from dusk to dawn among the rocks and ghosts. Interesting. Why? There's like a real heavy emphasis on like watching you just be free. So I don't know if some of you guys were very people pleasy or something like that, because there's something here about not really caring what other people say. You're just real free. There's like a freedom here. There's like a real, like a vibe, and that people are watching that and they're almost like hypnotized by it. Just how I'm looking at this swaying of these trees in the wind, it's like very poetic. So there's something here about that. Poetry could be significant. Yeah, something about how I'm talking about y'all and how you guys are affecting people. Like, your level up is going to be very hypnotic in nature, hypnotizing. So maybe someone here could be like an artist. There's like an enchanting type of vibe. It almost gives me like SZA. Some of y'all are into spell work, or you could have like a shop. There's something very like hypnotizing, like siren-like. So maybe, I don't know, you could do something. You could be a singer. I don't know. Those who walk in moonlight are unrestricted, and damn, that wind just stopped like crazily. It was like, anyway, those who walk in moonlight are unrestricted by convention. So people are going to be noticing that, like, you just don't care anymore about other people's opinions. You're very free. There's like an Aquarius vibe here as well, or a Uranus vibe. It says they do not suffer obligation and are not constricted by any notion of contrived formality. Instead, they choose their empire of shadows where no cold-hearted human god demands servitude. So this is real like divine feminine, but this is also giving me, I don't know, it's a little rebellious to me. It really does feel a little bit rebellious. And I am thinking about that. Damn, there's a song that I was just listening to, and it was showing all these women who I feel like were in India, and they had on red and they were like running into the fire. Does anybody know what music I'm talking about? It's like they're running into the fire. And I think it was because basically, you know, they would do that instead of be owned by men. So there's something like a femme fatale type of energy as well that's coming through. Take that if it resonates. The moon cat, oh, black cat energy is also coming through. The moon cat patrols all corners of the earth, from the abandoned labyrinths of Lima to the gates of Eden, and from the palace at Versailles, I can't say that, y'all know what it is, to the catacombs of Alexandria. Revered by the ancients for their independence, their names are inscribed in the libraries of man. From the sharp-witted Pangerban to the mercurial Melush, cats have listened to a different drum, a drum beat that humans can hear only at a great distance. So there's something about you, yeah, very tapped in, friend. Yeah, y'all might want to watch the Patreon too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna give you a little spoiler. This might have to do with your gifts. Yeah, your level up, just saying. Anyway, did I tell y'all I'm fasting? So if y'all hear me stuttering, it's because I'm hungry. So anyway, let's see. How are people viewing your level up? How are people going to be viewing your level up? Why does that cat look like it has a human face too? Two of Wands. I just feel like people, what is this? Okay, so y'all messages coming through weird. I feel like I'm just supposed to tell you something. And you'll have to kind of like convert this to how that would apply to your level up. All right, there's always an oddball pile, but I just don't feel like people like had you right. You know, like as far as like what they thought of you, or maybe they thought that you were gonna just be on one path. Like, see, there was one of these piles that I just did in this reading. They gave me like the person who might have been super rebellious back in the day, and they've kind of, I wouldn't say calmed down, but maybe they were the one person that people didn't think was going to be successful, or they didn't think that they was going to settle down. I don't know. There's something like that here, like going from wild to grounded. But for you guys, this feels like someone who was very reserved or maybe sheltered to finally blooming and not really caring, becoming rebellious. And maybe people didn't expect that. So there's something here around people being perplexed at the route that you take. But it doesn't feel like in a way where it's like, why the fuck would they do that? It just feels like it has people intrigued. Like, it just feels like you made a decision, and maybe other people didn't want you to make this decision. Yeah, someone here, you divorced somebody, and maybe other people thought it was silly that you would divorce that person. I don't know, maybe because they had money, or on, you know, the outside where most people saw that all they saw was like a nice person and XYZ. But it's like you decided, there's something here about you decided to make a certain choice that was very intuitive. It was very inner, and not many people like would have made that choice, but you made it anyway. I don't know if that's making sense, but that's how it's coming through, friend. So let's see, how are people viewing your level up? They weren't expecting you to take this route. They're kind of confused, but they're enchanted by it. They're wanting to know, what are you going to do next? Maybe you gave up something. So we have the Ace of Cups, Justice, and the Three of Wands. Oh, this is a shifting gears. Like, you see, oh, that's another thing. Okay, there's going to be an admiration because maybe people don't feel like you should be, okay, because I feel like I'm picking up on all these different energies, so just vibe with me. And I feel like maybe they're going through all these different thought processes. I don't know, maybe you're someone who's put in a box. And you see how I keep saying, maybe this, maybe that, maybe that. I feel like that's how people are viewing you. So they're not going to really be able to pinpoint what you're going to do next, or where you're going to be taking this energy and how you're going to be utilizing it. Like, there's something very distant, but also very, I do what I want. You really don't control me. You're just going to have to watch from afar. Like, people know, like, there's something very inspiring about what you're doing. But I also feel like it's not the norm as far as what they think your norm should be. There's also something here about a legal case. That's what I'm saying. Somebody here definitely decided to leave some type of contract. You could look at that however you want to, but there is a severing of some type of contract, whether that's religious ties, a certain way of life tie, something that would have been doctrine, something that would have been binding. Or it literally could have been some type of legal contract, like a divorce or something like that. And you being like, yeah, y'all might not have done it, but that's y'all. I did it anyway. And it's like, yeah, people might not agree with your decisions, but they're watching. People are perplexed, friend. So that's the effect your level up has on people, because maybe they weren't even expecting you to shift gears or shift your focus. Because I'm seeing somebody also not have all the details with that Two of Wands being kind of sideways. It's kind of shaky because the Two of Wands to me is someone who planned it. Maybe you just up and left. Somebody here, you could have just up and left. And this makes me think of when my cousin told me a story about someone up and leaving and going to Ecuador or going to Bali. Like maybe you just up and leave and you just up and do something and people are like, how or why? Why would you do that? But it's working for you and it's inspiring. You know, maybe at first they're like, what the fuck? But it's inspiring. People want to do that. People want to have that same freedom that you have. And I just seen 1212 and my computer just lit the fuck up. And it literally says Nusa Penida, Indonesia. That is not where the fuck I'm at. I don't know why it says that. Someone could also be, we did just leave Kentucky, Louisville. So you could be in that area, Kentucky, Louisville area, but India just came through. And I think I mentioned that earlier, the islands. So yeah, I don't know. Somebody here, there's like this sporadic, like people are watching you. There could be like some travel. And I don't know, it feels like if it moves you emotionally, you're doing it. And this doesn't even have to just be a place. This could also be like taking on a new culture, a new religious practice, a new spiritual practice. Like there's something here that people are watching you doing. They don't really understand it. They're like, don't they need this to do that? Like, don't they need more to do that? Shouldn't they have planned that out more? But you're like, no, I'm just going to do it. And it's working. And you're being led by intuition. And I feel like that's what you're meant to be doing. I don't know, people are just perplexed. They're just watching. I really feel like that's the effect that you have on people, like, or your level up. It's like they're watching you. They don't really know what's next, but they're just watching with this hangman. You might not even really know what's next. You're just kind of like going with the flow. You see how she's blooming, but she's just going. But I feel like you have people kind of hanging in suspense almost at your bloom. So let's see, what are people saying, okay, about your level up? What is on my toe? Hold on, friend, I thought something was biting me. What are people saying about your level up? What are they saying about your level up? Someone's name is Simone or Leilani, Ace of Wands. I'm telling you, once they get past this, there's like this energy of like, that was some boss ass shit. Like that was some badass shit. Like, that was real badass. Like, I'm hearing that was badass. I ain't gonna lie, that was badass. So there's something here rebellious. And to have the Ace of Cups, and this is actually the King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you didn't, there's a lot of like, I'm making this decision for me. I'm tapping in with my own emotions. And I've learned the lessons that I need to. And I have everything that I know I need in order to take this chance and go in this direction. I don't care who thinks I'm not set up for it. I don't care who thinks I shouldn't do it. I'm doing it. And you doing it is like real badass. This could even just be you taking a solo trip, friend. It doesn't have to be nothing crazy. Maybe you take a solo trip or you're taking more solo trips and people are watching you post and they're like, wow. At first, you know, there might have been some inner judgment. Like, why are they doing that? That's weird. But it turns into, wow. I wish I could do that. Or like, whoa, like that's crazy that they're just able to do that. That's badass. It's inspiring. They kind of want to join. What are people saying? They could think that you're impulsive, but I don't think you really care. Yeah, there's something very free-spirited about this group, especially when I look at this. And this just made me think of that one guy, and I can't think of his name right now, but the Renaissance, I don't know if it's the Renaissance Tarot. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He's like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, why do I feel like you guys are just doing shit? This is giving me that, or that's how people are going to be feeling. That's what they're saying. But they're mesmerized. I just don't think you're answering to people. Some of you guys have cut off family. This is giving me like a solo hermit type of vibe where it's like I don't really talk to the same friends, the same group of people, but I'm doing shit. I'm traveling. I'm doing new things, but it's like it's perplexing, but I feel what I really love about this energy is I'm just getting this restored vibe. Like this is really balancing you out. 16 on the clock. Like some of you guys might have done something very sporadic to most people, but it is giving me like a retreat of some sort, or like a spiritual getaway, or like, I don't know. It does feel very like, whoa, what the fuck? Are they okay? But for you, like, I'm seeing a lot of oceans, I'm seeing a lot of travel, I'm seeing cruises. I don't know, I'm just seeing you be restored. This rebalances you. And it's like tapping you in with your creativity, allowing you to meet new people, try new things, okay? Express yourself. Some of you guys, I'm not gonna lie, maybe you were in a long-term relationship and now you're single and you're dating around. And when I mean dating around, friend, I mean dating around, okay? And really, engaging with others. But other people might not understand it, but it's really restoring you in some type of way. For you. It's like, I don't know. Somebody here was definitely sheltered. There's something here about a sheltered energy and now you're branching out. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So how is your level up? I do feel like if this does have to do with someone leaving a long-term relationship or just taking a chance on themselves, you are going to be inspiring, especially other women, to do the same. That's specifically, especially for those of you where this is a divorce. There's something here about maybe like a single mom. Yeah, I did say that you were probably a single mom, or someone here could be a single mom. Maybe people don't expect for someone to be a single mom and be doing the things that you're doing or be as happy as you are, but I don't know, you're going to be proving people wrong. I don't know, friends. How are people, how is your level up affecting others? Wow. Let your edges be liquid. You see what I'm saying? Let your edges be liquid. Like, edges are very sharp and they're very like straight cut, but let your edges be liquid. I've never seen these cards before. Like, the cards that are coming out today, I love that. They're very, I don't think I've ever pulled them before, so that lets me know there's some new energy coming in. But that just gives me like a free flow. Let your edges be liquid, be malleable, like, be like clay. Okay, you're just vibing. Ooh. So I feel like that's what people are noticing. Like, maybe you're not even easily shaken. You're just very free spirited. Something about you feels very detached, but in a good way. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get off here in a second. My stomach rolling. I'm debating on if I'm gonna take it into the next day or if I'm gonna break it at the 24-hour mark. I'm gonna decide. Okay, so let's see. Let your Oh yeah, I'm trying to find the letter L. A, B, C, D. I always have to do this. Don't talk about me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Damn, L is all the way back here. Why was I all the way up there? Okay, here we go. Let your edges be liquid. It says, this is a softening spell that aligns its caster with the flow and fluidity of water. The effects, like all magic, are immediate. You take that however you want to, but there is like a free flow here. There's something that's very free flowing, very like water-like. I don't know. Ooh, I love that. I feel like some of you guys might not even know what's going on right now. You're just flowing and becoming detached. Bottom of the deck is the passing of time. There could be some psychedelics involved here. And you see how they're on that boat floating? That's just like those, you ever been in one of those? That's where you get in one of those little rings. It's like a lazy river. You just let it float you and you let it do what it's supposed to do. Maybe even rewire the nervous system, calm it down. You guys are just flowing and allowing that to heal you. Quiet desperation. Oh yeah, okay. Ooh, friend. Some of you guys, this is coming after, okay, because now I'm thinking of Sanaa Lathan in that one movie where she shaved her head. Some of you guys, somebody here could have had a break, like literally a break, where you did something drastic, or this could have been how this happened, and it could have been due to a love interest or something that happened in the love arena where it was like, I don't know, it like pushed you into this energy. And I don't know, I feel like it was chaotic at first, but now that you're in the flow, in the river, you're just kind of letting it take you because you don't have nothing else to lose. There's something here like that where it's like, I don't really have nothing else to lose. Or maybe some of you guys feel like I've explored all areas, like I wouldn't mind just kind of free flowing. There's something very free spirited here. I just don't know how else to say it. I'm gonna leave that open-ended because that's how this feels. So yes, I love that. Yes, pile 3, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments.